a bit of like a tutorial kind of thingy. Today I'm just changing styles of my videos, as I go along. Okay. For everyone who thinks my code is bad, then please just go off, click off the video if you guys think my coding is bad. Okay. Yeah, today we will be using the exam document type. Okay, and I'm going to be mostly using ChatGPT. Okay, for fixing like conflicts that I encountered. Okay, because I do not know how to fix issues that pop up. Okay, most of the time. Okay, like severe cases like these. Okay, for here I have this thingy, this, and ChatGPT made this to counteract the conflicts that are happening on the header and stuff. Okay, this is the code that I already have set up for myself. Okay, this is the same thing that makes up my notes, my topicals, and yeah, I'm on the topical project. So yeah, that's that. Now the first step is to remove fancy HDR from my project. Fancy HDR, go shoe, and we need to replace it with this stuff. I will do set counter, still, page numbering, Arabic, that's my font size, select font, begin size. Okay, let's see how this works. Testing exam document. Okay, it's the same thing, it's just that there's no line at the top. I guess I'm happy with that. Fancy HF. Yeah, this is the thing that makes the line appear. Okay, I think I can emulate, I can do something like that with what do you call it, every page package, but that's for like another video, another time. Don't worry about it. It's not that important to have the singular line that differentiates it. Let's start asking for the username. We can do username. Okay, this is just this text boxing. I can do that normally, sure. Now the new thing in here is the questions thingy. Now yes, I do have macros set up for my own questions. If we leave space like so, this will be P, and leaving space like so, we will also have C, and I also have the marks allocated as well, M1, and then another argument I will just do this, M2 and a different argument, M3 and a different argument, and E for the end. Okay, this is for like past papers. Okay, like quoting which past paper did it come from, and this is crying because there's no E. Okay, I do not know why this is a F instead. Okay, normally it's E for me, and it has a line also, but yeah, and this is, trust me, this is different. This is different from the marks. Okay, like example, I can have /dd for getting the answer space, the dots you have in the answer space, that like so. This is my own code. Okay, this is my own completely custom code. Okay, now let's see how this environment does it. We do a begin question environment. Begin question, and question is the command. Question. I do not even know how to spell. and we can specify questions. Yay. Now my question is this. Environment question and why license asking questions. Sure. Why don't I have questions? See, it's the little things that count, It's the little things that count. Yay. This is not bold. We can fix that later. Okay, I can fix this later. And the entire video is about using this the quote proper method to making my topicals. Okay, if I can replace my workflow more easily using this, okay, then the already macros that I have set up for myself, which arguably are quicker to write, and we can do points system as well. Question 2, and then this is for 2 points, and if we just do 1, it will be for 1 point. There's this thing, this add points exam thingy. On section 3 we can look at it in section 3. Parts of parts, so it will do begin parts, begin answer space, it is v space, and I want to try this stretch thingy. How does this stretch work? So I have multiple questions like so, multiple questions, and v space stretch. There's array stretch also, stretch 1. Nice. It's like a equal stretching. Okay, let's do 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, I think it's for like the amount of space that we have left remaining, and it will do it accordingly. Okay, yeah, so there isn't much to do for now, but it will be apparent when I do this, I guess. Yeah, see, this is like 2 parts 1. I guess that's useful. Okay, if I want to set it up properly with exams. But why is this not doing? No, because I haven't even specified it. Correct. See, it's automatically aligning it for me. How about a d 2 2 2 2 2? Will it just become 1 to 1 to 1? 2 2 2 1 1. Yeah, I think it's different. It's the same. Okay, it's all about ratios, L plus ratios and stuff. Then we have headers and footers, and page side head and foot, head, shoulders, needle, toes. First page header, first page footer, first page head rule, running header, running footer, running head rule, running foot rule. Oh, there is rule. Okay, we have rule. What it did for me, okay, this is page side head foot. Okay, so the header, okay, is yeah, see, I can do like the first page and the running. Okay, it will be in sections 11 1.1 to 1.9. Okay, so for now I need to like make it as close as possible. So the first line is headings. So I will quickly go to section 11 to see how everything is, because ChatGPT knows everything and I do not know everything. It's all about customization, Customize and optimize is the way to success, I guess. Uh-huh. Hello, Hilbert. Sorry for my, you know, bell. It's like literally on top of my desk. You think headers and footers. Space sign head. Foot empty. Okay, so if we want to have a head, if you want to have a foot, or if you want to be empty. Okay, empty is like everything. This speed sign is some sign. So it can be only for like one single as well. Plain head and foot. Plain head and foot. I do not know what plain is. I'm quickly reading it. Okay, like go shoe. Three parts of the header. One part will be just left justified, centered, and right justified. Header, first page header, and running head. Puts text 1, text 2, and text 3. So the header command has 3 things parsed into it. Okay, understandable. Yeah, I get it. Now, what about the head rule? Special version. What is going on? What is this? Why is there a name? Name to be justified. Okay. There is also the footer. And then there's the horizontal lines. Running head rule, first page head rule, and head rule is the normal head rule. And I will run head rule like so, and there is head rule width as well, with options as well. Voila. Okay, we are one step closer. Next is the questions themselves, cause God, they look ugly. Simple instructions, document class, questions and points, printed, half points, surrounding the points, substitute for the word points, margin points, completely customizing the points, MCQs, answer spaces, solutions, grading, tables, headers and footers, cover page. Okay, I can do cover pages at the very end. I do not want to indulge in cover pages. This is like at the very end. Questions and points. So 4.3 points values for the questions. Okay, let's read it without skipping ahead. So one will be the question with parts and subparts. This will be like so. This is the example we saw earlier. Alpha, beta, gamma. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 levels of indenting going on. I have coded 3 levels of indenting. There is going 4 levels of indenting. How is this indenting done? So this is the second question. This is a part. This is also a part. This is a subpart, and this is a subpart. So this is the begin parts. This is begin subparts. Begin subparts. Okay, very easy. So begin questions. Question 1. Begin parts. Part 1. And inside here we do begin subparts. and begin sub-parts. Kind of repetitive, don't you think? Yeah, see? Ocean floor. Yay. The numbers and letters used to number questions, parts, subparts, and subparts, subparts can be customized in 4.9. Okay. Where the points will be printed. Okay. So finally, we want the point printing to be on the right hand side. Let's do that. Left or right margins on the first line of the question or in the right margin at the end of the question. C 4.3 and 4.32. Okay. I clicked on something here. Okay, both of these, the point value is enclosed in parentheses, and either squares or boxes see this. Okay, so this is where it will be printed. Command points in margin will cause the points value to be set in the left margin. Points in right margin in the right margin. Points two-sided to be set. Oh, this is what we are talking about. Okay. I have specified the points. Where are the points? Dude. Hello? Where are my points? Hey, this is a scam. Where are my points? Yes, this is a scam. My points are gone. Where are they? Oh my god. Parts, subparts, subparts. So on the last value, points dropped at right and point drops command. If we give the command points dropped at right, then the points are not printed until you give the command points dropped at right. Then points and points values are not printed until you give the command point drops and are not printed. The only exception to this rule is that if we are given a Q format command, the question number lines as printed as specified by the argument in the Q format command, even if you have given the command. End of a paragraph or between paragraphs is given within the paragraph, it will cause paragraphing to end. Drop points prints the point value in the right margin, formatted as it is when you are given the command points in right margin, except that the points appear opposite to the last line of the paragraph, or if the command drops when it is given between paragraphs, then bracketed points, boxed points, or margin points, just as if. Yeah. I understand it. Don't worry, I understand it. I do not understand it. If the given command points down at right and then the type this. Okay, let's follow this up without specifying this. And I do a drop points. drop points. How does it do? Oh, is this outside points drop at right? I still see no. Dude, what? Where are the points? Dude, this is unfair. This is unfair. Right? Oh my god. Please, please, I'm sorry. Why the only right? Dude, why are they so far so far behind? Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Oh my god. Why did I even type that? How did I even type it? I swear, if this is like outside the question, I'm losing it. Okay, good. But why is it outside the, the workspace itself? Like the margin, like it's outside the margin. But why? This is so stupid. So you mean to tell me I need to have ugly indents in my paper just because of the marks that I have? Half a point. Why is there half a point? Boxed points. Okay. Bracketed points, boxed points, bracketed points. Let's do bracketed points. Sure, why not? Okay, I mean, we are getting closer. Sure. Yeah. Okay, good. No box points, no bracket points. Okay, it will be a substitute for the word points. I can also have that. No points in margin. The way to achieve this, there is a command point name text. Punctate and punctate. Plain points. Marks not points. Unmarked. And point name 1%. Points margin. Points in margin and point name. I might use this command which I have not seen, no points in margin. What does this command do? No points in margin. It's still inside it. Why? It is still outside the, margin. See? Extra width command with a negative argument to decrease the width of the text area and thus increase the width of the margins. For example, the commands extra width and margin point name points Increase each of the left and right margins by 1/2 inch will easily leave room on word points. Ew. Why do I need to change the margins just for some stupid points? Outrageous, I know. Point format and bonus point format. There. Ooh, okay, I can bond the points as well. Okay, let's begin with parts environment. This is something else, yeah. Why? Okay, I want to change it so it's not in the margins, it's not like outside it. At the end of the question, points in margin, points to be set in the left margin. Yeah, see? Sure. Let's use this. Fine. Huh? Okay, it made it a bit closer. Hey, we might have a shot. We might have a shot. We might have a shot. Come to Papa. No, it's moving it here. Okay, I need to see section 10. Changing the page margins. So 1 inch margin at top bottom. Height of the printed area. So extra width would be -1 inch personally, and this would give me 1 inch of room, which I do not want. Why is it moving it instead of increasing the size that it promised me? There's not even any explanations for this. I think this is a dud. Like I cannot do the points. Yeah, I literally cannot do the points. Either I need to move it to the left or to the right. To just only get the points itself. Look, the points are barely even aligned. Yeah, this is a bad thingy. I cannot align the points. Yeah, so much for praising this thingy. How about I this the text width is 21 centimeters. How about I disable all this? Top. Okay, let's disable all this and see what happens. Sorry. It looks a bit small for me. A bit small for my size and for my own likings. Okay. 1 inch. If we add 1 inch on both on everything, it'll increase it by half, and so will like this. How about 2 inches? If we add 2 inches, yeah, it will creep closer to it. Now the area for the text is smaller. Yeah, stupid small. Now how about this. Yeah, this works. Hey, it works. What? Yay. Okay, we might have a chance. It might have a chance of redemption. Okay, my thinking is beyond the scope. Ooh, we might have done it. Yay. Okay, there's like a bit, like a tiny bit of inaccuracy. Who cares? Yay, I finally got it to work. Now the fun bit of the questions, editing the questions itself. Okay, see, this is what coding is. Okay, you mess up and fix it yourself bit by bit till you just get it correct. Questions, point values for the questions. How about customizing the numbers? Customizing the numbers. The default setup is this. Oh, choices. Yeah, choices are capitals. All of this can be changed. To change the type of numbering, you would redefine the commands. The question, the partner, the subpart, the choice. The second one listed there is the part number, not the part. The command, the part refers to the counter used in the article document class standard sectioning command / part. Numbering commands available are Arabic, alph, Roman, Greek. Okay, this is what it's using, and any of these can be applied to the counters question. Hey, to the counters question, part no, subpart, part, and choice. The Greek num command is defined by the exam document class, but already others as standard LaTeX commands. For example, that's how we declare them. Quote. The decorations around the numbers, i.e. the periods or parentheses, are determined by the commands list. Question label. I can change it. Yes, I can change it. I can change the question label. What? What section is this? List parameters. Hook. What is this? Some box thingy. I don't think I can have these be bold, these be in bold. New command. Let's do new command question label. So this is renew command the question. So if we do in a preamble, renew command the question, that will be, and I can change the type how they do it. Now next is the labeling. New command. I have no objections against how they do this. Question label. I can edit this instead. Close this. Yeah, this is the question dot. The dot is in bold. I hope this will work. It does. Part label. And the part label can be the part number. This in brackets. This guy in brackets, and so haha. And this is subpart label, and the subpart label is the subpart that. Nice. Now there isn't a third iteration. Okay, now in physics there is a third iteration, the third being a standard number. Okay, without with being bold. So the question label and the subpart question label is the same. Subpart. How many subs are you gonna have? You already have a submarine, Elon. However, it isn't going to change this. Yeah, it will not have the point. Okay, now we need a renew command. We need to slash before this renew command slash slash d subpart, and this will be slash Roman. Okay, normally it's Arabic in subpart. Yes, yay. Okay, this is the thingy I have. Okay, nice. Now it isn't, I think it's a bit closer. Yeah, it's a bit closer than what I have, which is better. I think it reflects more of the Cambridge style that they have. Now what if I do not have marks? Okay, yeah, this looks a bit scary than my own implementation, but come on. How about this? What does this do? A1. Okay, this is, it eats up the this, it eats it up. Ding dong, eat it up. It's okay. Now yeah, these since I'm not, I'll just cover this regardless, just because I am kind of doing physics of my own. Now the physics paper have different ways to do choices, but MCQs still are MCQs, and they can come in various shapes and sizes. Okay, so I will implement possibly everything that is there about MCQs and stuff. Okay, but I will not use them. Okay, I'm just implementing them for my own sake, for this own sake. Okay, you can already use the subparts technically, but no. There are 4 environments for listing the possible answers to to an MCQ question. 2 of them label the choices, and the other 2 print check boxes in front of the choices for the student to place checks next to the chosen answers. The first environment uses uppercase letters to label their choices to change their appearances. Check section 4.9. No. The choices environment creates a list of environment with the choices as the items in the list. See 5.1. So it creates somewhat of this. 5.1 is this. Choices, if we do choices, and it will be choices. And the one part choices environment lists all choices in a single paragraph, which is a continuation of the paragraph preceding the environment unless you leave a blank space before beginning the environment. See section 5.2. Ooh, I think we can use both. Okay, both. We have seen both be used in the paper 1. Yeah. But the thing is, the one line thingy, the one part choices can be just done using a center environment, and then doing parts basically, like how it taught me. It taught me that stretch thingy. I can use the stretch thingy to equally size everything. Done with. And see, it can be preceding and set a blank line before this. You'll get this. Socrates. Why is Socrates in here? Dude, I thought the joke was over. When was this written? Like, it is written in the 90s. Just circle the correct choices. You can use the answer line command to print a line on which the answer should be written. Ooh. Answer line. Okay, I'll look at it later. Okay, now let's quickly do choices. Now do not confuse this with the cases command. Choice A. Everyone is a choice. A, B, C or D. And this is so much to rewrite. Oh my god. Customizing the numbers. Okay, blah blah blah. The list parameters. Choices label. Yeah, okay, the choices label. It will be bold letters. So at the end it will be the new command choice label. It will be the choice, I think, and it will not have a dot. It will not proceed after a dot. However, what it will proceed after is a quad, because I am lazy. Yes, a quad. And the subparts, let me open up my paper 2 book. Yeah, I mean, for the most bit, you do not even need sub parts. Everything is mostly contained. There's not it's not like it wants so many parts to a question. Mm, the sub parts, however, does have a point. Yes, you learn something new every day. It does have a point. Okay. A point of living. Unlike there is to life. Quad and done. Okay, because there's a bit of spacing between this. Okay, the other parts, they do not have that much of a space. Okay, I think it might be a bit too much. Quad is a bit too much. So I'ma just resort to half a centimeter of space. I think that's enough of a breathing room. Okay, I'll do 0.3 for now. Yeah, that is good enough. Not too big, not too small. Yeah, like that. Nice. The choices environment. Okay, next the checkboxes. If you use checkboxes in environment instead of choices environment in example of section 5.1, you'll get these. The appearance of the checkboxes can be customized in section 5.7. Okay, let's do that. Customizing the MCQs. Correct multiple choice environment. Now we can do correct choice emphasis. Correct, I change the color and blah blah blah. Okay. For example, if you give the command use package in the preamble of a document, and then do this, it will cause scares you print it instead. Sure. Begin choices and checkbox. Sure. Checkbox. What am I missing here? Predestinate. Ooh, we can do fill in the blanks as well. Ooh, nice. John Paul. Choice. Check box says it's not one, it's multiple. It's multiple. Why isn't it working? Because I'm bad at English. Yes, English. Yay! No. No. Wait, what? Okay, I think we can customize this. Yeah, let's quickly customize this, and then we'll go to fill in the blanks, which, yes, not in physics. I have, to be honest, I've never seen any fill in the blanks in physics before. Okay. I may have, but not in the current topical journey I'm going to. Okay, the topicals I'm using is Red Spot Physics Topicals 2014 to 2023 paper 2, and for the paper 1 I'm using 2023 to June 2013 to June 2023 yeah, compilations. I like Red Spot because I agree with their compilations. The Literally the chapter 1, okay, chapter 1, it has questions from paper 4. That's how good it is. On the MS books, it has questions from somewhere else, relative to Red Spot. And it is like 3 questions in the first unit. Enough. Sorry. Okay, enough. I'm so sorry. A checkbox character. We can change this around at the same time. Let's leave a damn space in the middle, please. I can have a box. Yes, a box. And what else can I have? Yes, space. Give me some space. And I can have this, a large box. But you know what else? What is bigger than a large box? Huh? Scale box. 3 times. I think that's big enough. Yeah. 3 times 0 is 0. Oh, very thick. Do not take this out of context, please. Okay, let's have it properly. No, it's still not it. Why? Dude, it is in the center. You idiot. Or... If you can't beat them, join. Please be in the... Oh my god. I do not like this. It's a small ass checkbox. But why? Why is it? Why is it so small? Why can I not have it big? I mean, you can't have everything in life, You cannot have big boxes in your life sometimes. It's okay. So, third? What is a third? Excuse me? No, this is absurd. Okay, that is not a checkbox, dude. That is not a checkbox. That is not a tick, my guy. A correct tick would be like the tick you use from Unicode. Yeah, that would be a good one. A third? Come on. I do not draw it like that. No one draws it like that. You could use ticks if you want to. Come on. Fill in the blanks. Fill in command there is a fill in command that prints underlined empty space for creating quote fill in blank questions. The fill in command can take 2 option arguments But the first option argument is the best, is the answer to the question which will be printed above the line when answers are being printed. And the second option argument is the length of the line to be printed if you want some line, some length other than the default. What is the default? I can slash fill in. Oh, so the optional is the thing. Why is there no space? Ew. Ugh. No, there should be a space over here. This is unacceptable. This is a crime. खाली जगह fill in करें. Get it. This is just a okay. Oh, this is why I think they did not have this is like the arguments question, the same stuff I experienced using my /dd command. Okay, no worries. Yeah, this is a very simple one. खाली जगह पर कीजिए. There's no par. Why is there no par? Hello? There literally is no. My answers are not being printed. Correct choice emphasis. How do you do correct answer? Correct choice, correct way to accomplish this. References the correct choices. It's not correct choice. So it will be solution I will do, and how it should emphasize the correct. Huh? Solution. Ooh, solutions. Or section. Bring the solution. Yes, did you mutter something? Mutter something. Print answers. Okay, I will parse this. Print answers or use the document class option answers or see the section 2.2. Yeah, see? Okay, I think I can customize this as well. You know? But that's for later. 8.3. Yeah, this is all the solutions and pollutions and oceans. Essay questions, laboratory questions. What is this? What is this? Instructions for a group of questions. Nice. Fill in a prestigigator. Why? What's the difference? Two inches. Oh, the second argument is to extend the line. Okay, good. Fill in eats and ignores space characters appearing before the first optional argument. It also eats and ignores space characters appearing after the first optional argument and before the second optional argument. However, if exactly one option an argument appears and there are one or more space characters following that one optional argument, and those spaces are replaced by a single space character but not eaten. True, false. Huh? The fill in command can also be used to create true false questions if we give the command tf. If we define this, okay, damn, we are that lazy. Huh? What is this? I've never done that before. Fill in this. Fill in hashtag 1 0.25 inches. Question TFT. My world is on. My world is on. That is the case. My favorite color is blue. Blue, David. Get it. By changing the default length of the unsigned spaces, the distance below the text baseline and then the line is printed and the emphasis applied onto the answer. Can you not change how it is how it is? One is the length. Set length, fill in line length. You can just say answer clearance. Bet. What is set.6 again? It's about printing boxes, right? Oh my god. Oh god. Damn. Printing dotted line spaces, boxes, and blank spaces. Blank space, empty box, space with filled lines, with dotted lines, and spaces with grids. This is the final thing for if I have any questions like those questions which require you to explain how similarity is working and or how circle theorems is working. Fill with dotted lines and the length with length of dotted lines, color and if we do 1 inch long of dotted lines, it follows after the question itself. Okay, it follows after the question itself. Can't I do the space thingy? Ooh. I have an idea. Yeah, screw this. Extra with 3 questions. Okay, so this environment setup, I will have this basically stay for the end of this thingy. Okay, I think I will just need to unfortunately have this thingy. Have these 2 thingies because else it will just do extra bit on all. I can do something like this. Question if this works, I'm a genius. Come on. Don't be shy. There's more to than just making me wait. It works. If I wasn't bad at spelling. That's the only issue. That's the only issue. The issue is me. I am the problem. Okay. But it works. Finally. Damn. See? This is what I love. Now the real fun bit. Does it work in the new lines? Okay. Let me quickly do this. I don't want to try like what happens if you are like illegal. Oh, it scales accordingly. Dude. No, that's insane. Can I change how the line? I think no, because that will become me asking for me. What even is the question? What type of questions are you talking about? Fill with grid and length. Set length, grid size, and grid line width. Okay, you can fill spaces with the grid with the command which fills the vertical space of height length with a grid that runs the length of the current line. That is, it extends from the current left margin to the right margin. The default grid size and grid line thickness were set by the commands grid size and grid line width. Nice. You can change either or both of those by giving new set length commands. The period of the line, the period of the grid is grid size, and that is the horizontal distance from the left edge to the right edge. Thus, each square has the outer side length equal to grid size plus grid line width. Okay. By default, the created grids in the are black. However, if you given the commands each pack color grids, you can change it. Define color grid gray pointed. What is the third argument? Okay, so basically it's changing the color, changing covering every page with a grid. No, I do not want to cover it. Fill with grid command in the footer. For this, make sure you're using either page size header and foot or page size foot. Color grid, new length, scratch length, new grid from foot. Not doing a lot. Answers to short answer questions. So we can do answer /answer line, and it will fill it in. Solutions. We can do appearance of solutions, printing of solutions. Now this I will do it by my own. Okay, I have no solutions to do. The solved version of my topicals will likely come out when all of the questions are answered by my friend. Grading tables and point tables in a grading table. Wait. I remember like having in like the extra answer sheets for examiners. These only question number mark blah 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 blah. And there's like tons of boxes, and in total, I think I can replicate that using this finally. Okay, instead of using tabular, like a normal person, tabular. Grading tables and point tables. The exam document class can print either a grading table, a point table. Let me see example. Huh? Oh my god. How many questions are there and how many total points are there? Oh, it looks at the thingy pages. That's cheating. Multi rows. Oh, I can end it with a table and with a total also. Multiple columns, sure. Question points also. Point table. Clickable links. Come on. Okay, I think this is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo about. And this is a appendix. Something. Page margins. Changing page margins. Head and footer. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Tons of examples. It gives us. Thank you. Number of cover pages. What? Cover pages. And yeah, this is the index. Yeah, so I think I have successfully made the perfect exam style thingy for whatever use case you want with this setup. Okay, you guys can just look at on the screen what my setup is and go off of there. Okay, now the questions part. Okay, yes, if you guys want to copy it you can, but I recommend using this new document, I guess. Okay, I'll see if I can work with it. Okay, safely, soundly, awesomely, really. And yeah, I think I'll just take time to get used to it. I do not know how to reset counters of the questions. I do not know how. I think it's just defining a new question thingy. Okay, and yeah, I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, share. Okay, this is the work behind what you have to do to learn something new in a typesetting thingy like LaTeX. Okay, it's a very big. Okay, it has so much customizations. I'm truly glad to have learned this and be able to make my own notes document. Okay, I'm not gonna open the project because I do not want to show the ugly code behind it. But come on, yeah, I think I will heavily change my workflow, these macros I'm using to make it easier for me to define these thingies. Okay, then just doing slash these bunch of environments and stuff. Okay, bye.